everyone, Amanda here, thanks for joining me. So today I'm making a dupe of the vintage looking photo slide that people are using. Sometimes I like to shop my stash rather than just buy everything that I see because, you know, I've got a limited budget. So some things I think if we are careful, we can actually make them ourselves. So I'm making a vintage fake photo slide. So I've started with a piece of cardstock here. You can use cardstock, thick, scrapbooking paper, whatever you want. You know, use your inside of your cereal boxes. You could do whatever you like. And I've cut it to 2 3/4, and then I'm going to cut it down to 5 3/4, I think it is. Is it 5 3/4? We'll find out, won't we? I think it's 5 3/4 that it needs to be. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it in half. Let me just check off camera that I've done that the right size with my sample. Yes. So, 2 3/4 by 5 3/4. Fold it in half, okay, and give it a good score. Right. Then you want to get yourself a pencil and a good old-fashioned ruler. Okay, can it mean shot? So what you want to do is go from, I work in inches, I'm sorry, so go from each side, right, so start from the left-hand side, go in 1/2 inch, okay, and make a little mark. Then make another little mark at another 1/4 inch. So your first mark is 1/2 inch, then 1/4 inch. Then go to the other side. I'm just going to move it to 3. Go to the other side, go in 1/2 inch, make a little mark, and then go another 1/4 inch and make a little mark. And each of these little marks wants to be about 1/8 inch if you want to measure it. Okay, but it don't matter if it's not 100% perfect, as long as they're the same when you're going to join them up like that. Okay, and then turn it around and do the same. So from the outside in, make a little pencil mark at 1/2 inch, and then another 1/4 inch. So 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. Okay, and then from this side that way, do the same. Okay, so go backwards 1/2 inch, and then go backwards another 1/4 inch, and then just join them up. And these, like I say, want to be about 1/8 inch deep, if that. Yeah. Alright, so you've got your little markings. And what I would advise you do, if you like this idea, make yourself a template. And then every time you do them, oh, excuse me, sorry, you don't have to keep measuring. Okay, then you want to snip these 4 little rectangles away. Alright, snip them away, 1, 2, very quick. Now I'm doing this very quickly. If you were, you know, when you're doing it, take your time, figure it out, and then once you've got it, you know how you like it. The main part is in the main fun part is in the obviously in the decorating. So this is going to get you your main kind of shape. All right. Like I say, if you want to make them smaller or you want to make them bigger, you know, then you can do. Just make sure that you follow this kind of guideline where you're going 1/2 inch and then 1/4 inch to cut away these little like tabs, which I should imagine, thinking about it logically, they're probably the little things that when you put them in the slide machine, so this fit in and then it moves round, doesn't it? However, I don't know, I've not got one, but that's how I should imagine the work. Alright. And also to give yourself, it doesn't want to be exactly square, it wants to be a little bit longer that way than that way, just a tiny bit, just to make it so it's more, not fully rectangle, but ever so slightly, otherwise it doesn't look right if it's square. Trust me, because I've tried it. Okay, then you want a corner rounder. Where's my little corner rounder gone? Here it is. So I've got several corner rounders. Have a play with which one which ones you've got, because some will give you a bigger arch than others, and you want the smallest you can find. This is the smallest one that I've got, which is a little and just nip the outer corners off. Okay. And there's your slide shape. Okay, so now you want to cut a window. Okay, so don't forget to open it before you do that. Now I have looked in my dies and I found this one. I'm going to give you the measurement and it fits nicely within this measurement here, and this little die here measures 2 by 1.5. So if you don't have a die, you could draw yourself a little rectangle there, 2 by 1.5. So when you're placing it so that it looks, you know, in proportion for a slide, you want these outer edges to be lined up with these notches here. Okay, and then you want a larger gap at the bottom than you've got at the top. But what you also want is where you've got the side parts, try and have the same gap from the side as at the top, but a larger one at the bottom. That is how you'll make it look like it's realistic. Okay, if you have that too high up there, it won't look right. So just bear in mind I've given you that measurement. Let me give it you again. Was it 2.5? I've forgotten. I've blinked and I've forgotten, folks. 2 by 1.5. So like I say, if you don't have an appropriate die, get a pencil and draw it. Alright, so I've got some washi tape here just to hold it in place. Okay, and I'm now going to go run that through my Big Shot. If you can find one that's rounded like that, all the better. If not, just do a, you know, just do an angled one. It doesn't matter, use what you've got. The joy is in the fact that you can create these without having to go and spend any money. Shop your stash, check your dies, see what you've got, have a think. How can I make that with what I've already got? I'm going to die cut this and then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I've cut that shape out. Now, this happens to have a stitched edge, does this one, so I'm going to keep hold of this. Because what you could do is you could use it. Oh, I've just caught the edge of that with my washi tape. Never mind. What you could do with that, if you've like me and you've got a die, is you can then place it inside like that, and then put your image on there, just for a bit of extra dimension, if you so desire, or save this for something else. I'll probably save it for something else. I've just caught my paper there with my. Not to worry. So then what you want to do is you want it to look kind of old. So if you have got tea dye, that is the best one first of all. Although this is already a kind of cream coloured cardstock, my washi tape's caught there. So, you know, if you're using washi tape like I have, just stick it on the back of your hand and pull it off a few times, then it won't catch your card. But I'm not too worried, it kind of adds to the aged look, doesn't it? It don't matter. Okay, don't forget to ink the inside bit there as well. Make it look nice and old. Alright, and the back. Okay. Fold it. And then if you feel like it still needs more aging, you can go in afterwards with your vintage photo and add some more age to it. Okay. Now I have seen some people put little brads at the top there, which if you've got you can do. Also another thing that I've seen people do is add the, what they call it, the grommets there. So there is room there if you wanted to put a you know, a metal eyelet there. There's room. I've measured and there is. I may well put one on myself, and then you can hang them as well, or put string on them or whatever. Alright, so that's that bit. So I've just found this random image inside my collection. I mean, you can put anything in these. This is the beauty of them. Okay, I'm just going to trim her down a bit, and I'm just going to make her fit. I'm not worried too much. This is quick. This is quick for the video to show you how you can do them yourself without any fancy dyes. When I'm making them for my journals, I'll probably take a little bit longer. So, alright, and then she just needs gluing in. Let's put some, right, let me just line her up on there first, and then I will close my slide, and then she's kind of in the right sort of place. Alright, then all you have to do is, I mean, you could put acetate on if you wanted to be even more authentic. I don't really feel the need. Close it up with some glue. Don't forget, I am being really fast for the, you know, because I'm filming. If you take longer, you'll come up with, you know, good ideas and decorate it beautifully, and you know, so that it looks fantastic. I just wanted to show you that shape and how to achieve it without having to buy the dies if you can't get them, or you can't afford them, or you live in a country where you can't get hold of them. Okay, like I say, I've got to pick my battles when it comes to buying stuff. I can't buy everything that I say, unfortunately. I wish I could. I wish I could. Right, so then you can obviously use your crocodile, and you can punch a hole there, and then you can get your doodads. I'm going to have to give it a gold one, unfortunately, because the bronze ones that I've got are absolutely rubbish. They just don't squash the pants. I need to buy some. I need to get some different ones. The ones that I've got are rubbish. They don't fan out at the back when I use my crocodile. They just all buckle and they're rubbish. So, oh, that one's not done it very good neither. Oh, come on, don't be naughty. Sometimes they just be naughty, these, don't they? Let me see if I can get it. I bet I can't get that out now. Let me try. There we go. Sometimes these eyelets just don't want to play ball. I don't know if it's me that's heavy-handed or if I've got rubbish eyelets. I don't know. Let me try again. I'm trying to be quick for the video and then my eyelets let me down. Typical. Right, let's try it again. Come on, don't be naughty. There we go, it's done it this time. So then you could put, I don't know, a chain through or whatever. Okay, so then it's just down to decorating. So there's heaps of ways you can decorate them. I've got these labels here that I downloaded from somewhere, so I can just adapt to those, I think. Okay, let's have a look if I trim that. Okay, use this glue because it's quicker. And you can really make these look really cute. There's all sorts you can do. Come on, don't be naughty. I'll stick that on there, like so. Okay, and then you've got that like so. And there's your basic shape, and then you can go from there and decorate. I've seen Liz from Liz from what's the channel called, Buttons for Brains. She's made some and she's put flowers and she's put butterflies up here and they look really pretty. So go and look her up, Buttons for Brains. So then I'm just going to add a number. This is from Tim Holtz, this one. And here's a tip: if you want any numbers or words or letters to look vintage, automatically just use brown ink and it will straight away look old. So I'm just going to stamp that there randomly. Okay, and that's as far as I'm going. I'm going to leave it like that. You can carry on decorating to your heart's content, but there you go, there's your basic shape. I hope that helps. I hope you'll give it a go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.